back to Belmont Bunch here with, I'm joined by Nick, Shadow, and we're going to talk about the Pacific Division uniforms today, and we're going to wait as long as it takes for this cat to do whatever it wants.
Yes, sit down. I dare you.
First, we're going to talk about the Arizona Coyotes, who will not be in this division much longer. They will be in the Pacific once the Seattle team, which has not been named yet, joins this division. Arizona will move to the Central. But anyway, their uniforms. I have one right here. I really do like their homes. Sleeves are the main part of both of their home and away that I like. You have black breaking up what would be just a lot of burgundy, with going back to the burgundy and then the white on the sleeves. Really like it. The pants, the black pants for them, usually I feel like it's more of a default look, but I think it works for them. They wear it with every uniform. And they're away also to break up just the white, black shoulder, burgundy, white, and the Kachina, which is the real treat. I unironically love the Kachina, much like the Fisherman, and Pittsburgh's old and Tampa's old. I love some, I don't know why, I'm not really a 90s baby, I'm sort of. I'm like not on the council. I'm on the council, but I'm not granted the rank of master.
Exactly.
But I love the Kachina. The logo for me, because I like regional uniforms. I like a uniform that represents its area, and you've got that southwest border, some Mexican heritage there with the patterning on the bottom of the jersey, and you've got some green that actually kind of works on the shoulders and a little bit in the patterning as well. And the logo is just like the art of that region, the traditional art of the Southwest. And I really enjoy it. And they've got like a moon logo on one of their shoulders. I kind of really like their uniforms all the way around. They'd be top half of the league for me in uniforms.
Yeah, they're home and away. They're really nice. I do like the shoulders and their sleeves, how they changed it up, but I think I do like more, actually. I think they were less creative, but when they were in the conference final in 2011, it was more just like
all burgundy
and white. Those were great. But I still like these a lot. It's just like I wouldn't rank them top 10 because there are so many great other jerseys. Mm-hmm. But like these are still great hockey jerseys all around, and Kachina's amazing.
So that's the Arizona Coyotes.
Yotes.
Next we have, in the Pacific Division, one of my favorites, the Calgary Flames.
Oh.
So Calgary has had a fair amount of different uniforms. They've had some interesting thirds where they had like the horse.
Yeah, and they've played around with it a lot.
This is one of my favorite jerseys that I own, which is the throwback that has really taken hold and might. I do feel bad because I really like the black too.
Yeah.
And it feels like this is cannibalizing that. And that's why I held the black hat at the beginning of the video, to signify that I like both. But the black just does a really good job of Shadow jumping around in the corner. It does a really good job of breaking up the aggressive red. The red plus the white is just like an assault on your eyes, but I like the assault on your eyes. I'm gonna cut that out of the video. No, and the roads. One of the more again pretty colorful roads. Are you all right, Shadow? Some pretty colorful road uniforms. Red numbers, pretty cool. Yellow outline, black outside of that. I think yellow, black, and white. Yellow, black, and red works together pretty well. I love the red pants on this uniform, just to go all in on red on one uniform. It's pretty cool. And I really enjoy the striping here because every color pops pretty well. Nick,
possibly top 5 in the league. These jerseys, Calgary just They just do it right. Sea on Fire.
I'm on fire!
Their fans are great. I mean, but we're not talking about the fans. We're talking about the jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Jerseys are great all around. This is one of those jerseys where I know a lot of times, like you've talked about, like the underarm, the rib area, having colors like it can look bad.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with this one.
But these are so good. They're clean.
I think because it's very straight down.
Yeah.
It's not like diagonal type stuff, and it's not random armpit stuff.
Colors work great. I love on the shoulders. They got the Canadian flag on one side and
I think the provincial flag.
Yeah, the province on the other. Which is really cool. And yeah, all three are very, very solid. I would get any of them. As you see, this could be the best jersey in hockey right now.
I love this.
Yeah.
The white C really, really pops. But I do think we're taking, it makes the black one taken more for granted now.
Yeah. And it's also, one thing we didn't say is it's really cool that it's the same logo on all three, but different color.
Yeah, I really enjoy that a lot.
Because they could have easily done black on that.
They do a really good job of having it pop on every single jersey, and for them the main thing seems to be to make sure the logo is as visually interesting as possible, and I really enjoy that. All right, so from the Calgary Flames, we go to the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know why I tried to skip them. So traditionally, a uniform that I adore. One of my favorites.
Timeless jersey.
Yeah, Gretzky era, although that one is the Reebok from the mid-2010s, where they were still, getting first overall picks and not doing anything with them. We appreciate Jordan Eberle. He was not a first overall pick, but we still appreciate Jordan Eberle. Thank you for that.
Jebs.
What?
I just thought of that. Jebs. Jebberly. I'm calling him Jebs from now on.
Okay.
Jeb is a mess.
Now, the thing is, the Orange Crush was like a fun alternate at that time. With their, they look similar to the Islanders, but hockey fans know the difference. There's, I think, the slightest of differences in blue, and the slightest of differences in orange. So it's just different enough if you're a big hockey fan. Now, if you're not a hockey fan and you're somewhat casual, you suck. No.
No, you do.
No.
One's in Western Canada and one is way, way east.
Yeah, and they also both have their names on their logo. But so for the Oilers, that Orange Crush I do not like as a primary. They are listen, your best history was with that blue. Now, I understand that they fell on hard times after that, but that was also partly when they wore like kind of a rusty. They had like the rust and the dark blue, which, by the way, I don't have a huge problem with. I do enjoy those uniforms too, but I get a little bit sidetracked on this one. Don't like the orange that much.
As a home or in
don't like it as a home
or as a jersey.
I think it could work as a third.
Yeah.
I think that's the prototypical third.
They used to have that as a third.
So I'd make that a third again. The home, I would go back to this, but maybe you can play with. The striping is basically the same exact.
Yeah.
So I would just go actually back to this. I like to provide like a new insight, but just go back to that. So that's my thing. The away, very nice. I actually like the current away. It hasn't changed much with the Orange Crush initiative. I guess, and the alternate. So the alternate, I think you love. So it's funny. It always for me depends on where I'm looking at it. When I play NHL 20, it looks sick. On TV, I think it looks okay, and on this screen, it looks not great. Probably because it doesn't pop as much as it does in real life. I've come around to it. It's interesting. It's basically a color rush jersey, and I guess I'm more used to that now. And it's a cool third, but I guess it would be displaced by the orange if we went back to the blue. So what do you got?
Yeah, like Tommy said, I love these alternates, the color rush basically. And like I said before, I love color on color with no border sometimes. And the orange on the navy, I think, just looks so good.
What about the logo there, too?
And, yeah, especially the logo. Like, it could have just been the white in the background with navy letters and the orange drop. But it is just orange letters and all navy other than that. And I just, it looks, in on the screen it doesn't look that good, but like in person or on TV, it looks great. These uniforms are absolutely sick. I think their aways look timeless. I honestly love their aways.
Yeah.
And the home, I do like the orange actually, but not as a home, like Tommy said. Like, perfect point. Like, it's their secondary color. Like,
Yeah, it always has been.
always has been. So it'd be a great alternate. Like, they used to be their alternate. And I do like that they've started to use navy more, because they used to be navy. Them and the Islanders have both randomly just used navy throughout the years, and played with that in the royal blue. So all around, I love these uniforms. But yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's move on to the team I tried to jump to after that. The LA Kings, who have had a decent amount of history, a decent amount of change. They have enough of a history to have tradition. They haven't really looked back to any of the tradition with the recent jerseys. This past year's jerseys. I do not like the black very much. I said to my brother the other day, when they abandoned the purple, they lost some identity, because, like we said, there's like black. I feel like only certain teams can pull off black as their primary, and even then, they need that secondary color to like be the character.
Like the Bruins.
Yeah, the Bruins,
Penguins.
exactly. So the Bruins, the Penguins, you don't think of black. Black is not the first thing you think of with them. You think of their yellow and their gold. Even those two are very close. Here, there's no secondary color to fall back on. There's gray. I do actually like the gray alternate. I do actually like that.
That I actually don't like the gray.
I'm surprised that I like that. The collar is purple, which is hilarious. I want more purple back. Watch your ass, Shadow.
I mean, purple is the color of royalty, and they are the Kings.
And the Lakers use purple. They used to basically just have the Lakers uniform with the.
I actually, that's one of those throwbacks, the rare ones. I usually love all throwbacks. I don't like at all the Kings throwbacks. The ones that are like yellow and purple. I do like when they used, like you said, like the 2010s, or like a little below that, like they use black, purple, and white or silver. And yeah, they definitely abandoned the purple, but I think it'll make a return at some point. I actually really like the home and away. I think they absolutely rock the like clean look. Mm-hmm. They maybe even go back to, I know you like this logo a lot.
I do like that logo better.
This logo is timeless. People love this logo.
I'd like to see the crown. So I am showing my brother right now 2011 to 13 era Kings. So this is still after they went to the black as the full time. But I really like that black and purple. So that's a way that you can still work with black.
Yeah,
have the purple shoulders, purple sleeves. The crown logo from the early 2010s and early 2000s to me is what I grew up with the Kings being. And this isn't just like, I grew up with it, so it's better. The crown as a logo, I think, is a more effective logo than an LA with a tiny crown. You know, like, it feels like the Kings part is the least important part of that. And it's LA, which, I mean, if you're not a hockey fan, I've heard somebody say, why does that jersey say La? Which is very dumb.
Oh, that's the stupidest comment ever.
Yeah.
But I do agree. And another point is that purple, that would be the only team that uses purple.
Yeah.
So that's sick. Like,
well, I guess the Ducks have a little bit of like an eggplant with their throwback.
But yeah, I say bring back at least a little bit of purple just for like borders and maybe on the sleeves and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Kings jerseys all around.
All right. Next, Pacific Division team. Oh, we forgot Anaheim to start.
Oh my God, Jim.
This is the first one. Anaheim. A jersey that has gone through a fair amount of change as well. Mm-hmm. The current one finally feels like they've gotten back to an actual identity, because there was that period. Do you want to hold up the eggplant one you have?
Why do you keep calling it that?
Because that's what people... Oh, well, this one doesn't really have it. So this is the alternate from a few years back that they brought back. It was black instead of this, like, eggplant purple type color. Black works for it too, so I don't have a real issue there. I do think my favorite hockey uniform ever is the classic
Mighty Ducks, baby.
And I would like them to use it as much as possible. The webbed foot has gotten better. Originally, it had only the word Ducks. That was terrible.
You didn't like
no
that?
Logo. Awful.
Really?
Only the word Ducks.
Well, you used to say Anaheim ahead of it.
But not even like the webbed foot. So the webbed foot wasn't
I
even
know.
there yet. It was just Ducks. I
Yeah.
thought that was awful. They won the Stanley Cup with that.
when they won the Cup with
Yeah,
those.
I thought it was awful.
And I actually liked a lot better. They had like a similar to this bottom. It went like diagonal kind of, but it was on that. And I actually like those.
I do like that because it's unique. Also, the greenish color, white, and the eggplant just work really well together. Shockingly, because that doesn't feel like an obvious
Again,
thing.
and that's a very unique. I'm all about unique color palettes.
And I do think the ribbing on the side gets a little bit busy. Like, it's a little bit all over the place.
There's a lot of lines.
Yeah, there's a lot of lines. Maybe they could simplify that with just orange with, like, a white outline.
Yeah, definitely.
It
would look a lot cleaner if it was just, like... If this was all orange, maybe.
Yeah. I just want an explanation on why the beige and the white are there. And then there's black again, and then there's orange.
There's
It
so
just
many lines.
Feels like a little bit too much. The most recent Mighty Duck uniform, that's all orange with some black, I do not like. That Mighty Duck logo is still fantastic.
That's the best part of the jersey. The logo is timeless.
The orange does not work as the primary color of that jersey. The away, basically the same critique. The away, just busy on the sides.
Other than that, though, like...
The logo I've really warmed up to, and in person it is.
In person,
I think it's nicer than it looks on TV. You've got a nice patch on the shoulder with the old Mighty Duck logo, even on the old one.
Yeah.
Even on the new thinned one.
And they're another team when I think of black. Like I do think of them.
Sure. I mean, I would prefer the old colors. I think of the white and the green and the purple.
Oh yeah.
As my first thing.
They should go back to that.
Yeah, I would be okay with that full time. I'd probably prefer it. But if they're able to clean up this one a little bit more on the sides.
Yeah, the sides and the sleeves even. If it was just like two colors.
Yeah.
And there's like 5 different border colors.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot.
Maybe you eliminate the black and just have it all be together.
Yeah.
Instead of divide. But yeah,
they're nice. They're nice.
They're still not bad. Bottom half of the league, but not not bad.
Yeah.
Probably around the middle for me. Yeah, so that's Anaheim, who we skipped over at the beginning of this video. All right. I think one of the objectively most storied teams in terms of uniforms, the San Jose Sharks. They just consistently do a great job. This is from a few years ago, like 15, 16 maybe.
Yeah.
And that's not even one of their best, and it's still very nice.
Yeah.
So they have similar... pretty much the same exact thing. I think they've added a new shoulder patch on top of that. Hold that up for a second. And my favorite part is this is just a great touch. So that little orange strip, because it's similarly used in their logo, I really enjoy that. Now that they have a secondary, they have 2 tertiary logos. So I guess one of them would be a fourth tertiary.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual word for that.
I actually liked, so talking about their jerseys now, the away jerseys are so clean. Arguably the best away jersey in the league, I think. The teal, looks amazing on the white. Teal, white, and black is, again,
and they wear black pants with everything?
Yeah.
I think they do.
Yeah. Such a creative color set. And that's why it works so well. Like, that's their identity, and they've claimed it. The black, they always need a black alternate.
Yeah, it should never be their primary home.
No.
But it should always be the alternate.
Always be the alternate. The teal should always be the home. I actually missed, so in, the early 2010s, when they had a bar on the bottom of the jersey, the belt area, that's when they had,
I think that's the only thing that's missing.
The Nabokov days.
Yeah.
Those were great jerseys. And they had a shoulder was different color. But these are a lot like cleaner and definitely new looking. You know, you could argue maybe put. I actually think this would look cool. Just a black bar at the bottom.
Yeah,
one black bar would look cool on.
I can see that,
all the
and
jerseys.
much like that on that, maybe you could have a teal bar on the black jersey.
Yeah, exactly.
But the black jersey, I don't think the screen does it credit.
No.
It looks even better in person.
Yeah.
I always think of Erik Karlsson coming out for the first time wearing that black jersey, and it just looks absolutely fantastic.
These colors are so good.
And they were smart not to go with like a dark number too, because they were smart. They didn't do what
about like
the
teal
Flyers
numbers?
did. Teal numbers.
That actually
Well,
looked
it
kind of
works
cool.
on the away.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool on the away with a black outline. I think they were smart not to try what the Flyers did and put a black number on a black jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went with the white. Just, because, it also has to be usable for, like, commentators to tell who's who. Although you always know who Jumbo Joe is. But, yeah, just one of my favorites in the league. Another top 5. So I feel like top 5 so far I've talked about would be, like, Sharks.
You're disgusting to look at.
Sharks, Flames, Islanders. I don't know if I put Islanders top 5. Sharks, Flames,
Jets.
Jets for me personally. Flames probably. I don't know who would be the 5th. We're still doing this.
Last thing I do miss on there, they used to have alternate black jersey that had it was an old logo where they would. I think it's on the shoulder here. Yeah, it is. The one where they used to have the tail included in the shark. Probably can't see it here.
That's one of the only things with the logo that's changed is sometimes the shark is biting the stick in half. Sometimes the shark is, like, not biting it.
What? He's always biting it.
Well, there's different logos where he's biting it in different ways. I think they have the shark biting in different ways.
Maybe. I mean, they've never really tested too much. They have a shoulder patch right now that's like a little different.
Yeah, SJ with the J being
I was gonna
shark
say because they've never really had a distinctive secondary logo, so maybe come up with one.
Yeah, it's tough when you have that nice logo too.
No, but like they could do something sick.
Yeah.
Like imagine if their jersey, the primary logo was just Jaws, like the shark going like up.
Yeah, I do think
cool.
that would be kind of cool.
In the same colors.
Do it for a movie night. You're in California.
Yeah,
anyway.
you might as well. Yeah.
All right, so that was San Jose. Next we have one of your favorites, I think.
Yes.
In the Vancouver Canucks. Who
Another
have had a lot of different uniforms.
Another insanely creative set of colors.
And they've been all over. They've had
yeah.
maybe the most all over history for jerseys.
Several times they were just like, we gotta scrap everything.
We're Germany.
We gotta start.
We're Germany
We are
now.
Team Germany. But another set of colors like you would never think would work. Like if I told you like these colors, like they tell you not to wear like orange and red.
Yeah.
Or
This
like
is more of a yellow, I guess.
yeah, or like green and blue.
Yeah, green and blue is one of the big ones.
It's such a weird, and you would never think that works, but it just works so well, and possibly one of the best logos I think in the league.
I really enjoy the Orca. We grew up with them being like a red and
navy.
Like, navy, and those are fine. Those are solid, but these colors pop a lot more. For me, this we're gonna disagree on. So I love the home. I enjoy the away, and I'm not a gigantic fan of the stick-in rink, the alternate right now, and that's because I think the white for them on the home is integral for them for the green to pop because you have the divider. So now it's like here's the blue divider green. So you like the blue on the green. I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe even so there's on the green, there's a blue line. What if that was white? No. I feel like that would work better.
I love their alternates. These are some of my favorites in the league right now. All three of theirs. I mean, the home and away are just inverts of each other, but they
always
work.
Blue pants.
Always
which
blue
makes
pants.
sense.
And the pants on the home and away are cool because they have the stripe on the side. But maybe the stick and rink logo is. I think it's okay. I think that jersey would work. The alternate would work better if it was either their regular logo or the Johnny Canuck.
Oh, I love Johnny
They used
Canuck.
to use the Johnny Canuck logo more. Now they
Sure,
don't as much
I agree.
on the alternate. Johnny
Yeah.
Canuck just holding the stick with a beard and a winter cap sums up.
I always use that when I do. All right, this is gonna start annoying, but you're gonna like it. For franchise mode in NHL, when I build a new team, occasionally Portland, Oregon is one of the cities. I use that as the lumberjack, and I just use the Portland Timbers.
Yeah.
And I really like that because I do like that logo. It's very like cartoony, but in a fun way.
It's fun. It's like
Kids like it.
Kids love it.
The kids love it, and you want the kids to come to the game. So I do think that's kind of cool.
These jerseys are
Like
great.
what I mean, I do think in a way, like if you're going from that perspective of like getting kids interested, even though in Canada they're already interested. It's hockey.
It's also
Having
supposed to be fun.
yeah, like a stick and a rink to me is just like,
it's-
good job. You are the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, here's a rink.
Ball.
We're the hockey rinks. That's our
Okay.
team name.
So, I do like also that they got rid of, it said Vancouver over the
The word
logo.
mark. I think it looks cleaner without
It looks a lot cleaner. And I
they
do
got
like
the 50th anniversary patch right there.
yeah, and I do like on the home and away the logos are different. Different colors. Same logo,
Oh yeah.
different colors.
Yeah, you
Not-
invert the blue with the white.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
So
good.
great jerseys.
Great
all
logo.
around.
Great, very good logo.
Yeah.
Really like it. So I guess just for me, the alternate, I would make one tiny alteration. I already said what that was. All right, the newest team in the league. Closing out our video, we have the Vegas Golden Knights. This is a team that came in, had trouble unveiling their uniforms. I remember the night of the jersey stuff. And I think they had like a technical error.
Yeah, that was really bad.
And it really felt like this was a disaster waiting to happen. And then the uniform came out and like wasn't widely loved right away. And then the team came out and kicked everybody's asses.
Yep.
I really enjoyed. I have a great memory of my senior year of college, sitting in our dorm room watching their first ever home game against Arizona.
I watched that too.
Right after the shooting, and they just came out and played one of the most exciting brands of hockey that I've seen. And they do it without, at the time, they did it without really having star players outside of Fleury. Now they have built up some star power on top of the good team that they already had there. But that's the team. For the uniform, I prefer the away because it has all the colors that still represent the Golden Knights, but with a cleaner look. Their logo pops better on the white. The shoulders I really enjoy, or the sleeves. Sorry, I really enjoy having the gray on the sleeves to make sure that you've got a distinctive away jersey. I do wonder why they have red. I still haven't figured out the red.
And the gold is like
The gold is glitter, perfect for Vegas.
It's supposed to be like chainmail.
Yeah, I also think it's super out. It's like glitz and glamour Vegas stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed. It
perfect
sums
for the
up Vegas
personality.
perfectly.
Yeah, like really hard to see on the logo. There's like little ornamentation on the side.
Yeah.
That's like a little like on the jersey you can feel it, which is kind of cool. The grooves.
And the V, obviously, for Vegas.
Yeah, the V inside of the helmet, which is one of those great hidden negative space numbers. I really enjoy the fact that the black pants usually, like I said, I feel like they're default. The black pants I think work better with the away because you have the gray belt area of the jersey.
Maybe gray pants for home.
That could work. That could absolutely work because that's not garish. That's not out there. Alternate. Most important part of this is pitching alternates. So I think we actually agree that a black alternate would be.
They need a black alternate.
It could be. I'm not like because every team the first thing they think of for an alternate is black. I think this suits Vegas. They already have black as a color, so they have a good excuse. If they had like just like the New York Red Bulls, MLS this year did a blackout. They call it dark mode. If they did a dark mode and the only other color, so it's all black, but you get some like gold stripes and stuff. I'll take 20.
Yeah, they desperately need a black alternate. I mean, I'm not worried. I think they will come to their senses and do it. I think Adidas just needed to like throw their name in the ring and start it off right and simple.
Yeah, they had enough work creating two uniforms from scratch. Anyway.
A home and away, and they came out beautiful. Especially like we said, the away with I think what makes it also again the white gloves, the white helmet, everything. It just
they're able to do it because it's
so clean.
Vegas is the perfect area to experiment because Vegas is about it's like nuts. No rules. Everything here is its own thing.
Also, great secondary logo.
Yeah, great secondary logo. At some point, I could see maybe a jersey with that as the primary.
Maybe.
Who knows? But the regular logo is so good.
It's great.
I would be surprised.
It's very weird that they have red, but it works for some reason.
The blood of their enemies.
I think it just it makes it pops very well, and it just looks cool.
Sure. I do think it adds a little bit more. One thing we haven't really said is that they're one of the few teams in the league that has a gray primary.
Yeah. They've claimed gray, like and it's a cool shade of gray.
Yeah,
I personally don't like the Kings alternate because it's like a bland kind of gray, like meh, like it's just gray. Charcoal gray, and the colors that go with it work so well, and the helmet being gray also. They could have easily done a black helmet.
Yeah, the gray
helmet's sick.
Gold helmet next.
Oh,
no, I'm kidding.
I honestly I want their home jersey also, but I like their way better.
I do think the away was a good purchase. If you're like if you want one jersey of theirs, I think the away is actually the one, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's it. We have done so we did. I just want to make sure we got 1, 2.
We're definitely like missing
3. We did it, everyone. We did it. All of the uniforms in the league are like a little chat about what we would do differently, what we like about them, and that's it. So, come back next time where we'll be talking about hockey, probably. And go outside. I'm in a basement.
Yeah.
It's time to go outside now.
Let's go Islanders.
He's